Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening. It's close to midnight. Assalamualaikum and welcome to this PPE 3023 International Economics. Tonight I'm gonna introduce you to the field of international economics. What is international economics? So I'm gonna go to my slide and okay. So the course international economics has two parts. First part is the international trade theories from chapter 2 until chapter 9, and second part will be the international monetary relations, the monetary aspects of international trade itself. So this will be in chapter 10 until 15. The two parts are connected to each other. They're not simply connected to each other, they influence one another. In chapter 13 we're going to study the currency depreciation, or on the other hand appreciation, will improve or otherwise will worsen a nation's trade position through its impacts on relative price, incomes, and the purchasing power of money balances. While on the other hand, a nation's trade position, whether surplus or deficit, will have an impact on the country's currency, the value of that currency, the country's currency. So they are connected to each other. So here we're talking about the trade part. It is very much related to the monetary part. And okay, and now for the trade theories, we're going to study basically the trade theories with the principle that free trade is good and is good for each country involved in the international trade, and as a result, by extension, will be good for the world. And from chapter 2 until 8 we're going to study the trade theories, and then in chapter 9 only, all this while we've been studying about the movement of goods, the movement of goods across countries. We in real world actually not only movement of goods but also movement of the factors of production. So goods is the product, right? The products. Now we're talking about the other part, which is the factors, or what is inside the goods. Okay, the factors, capital and labor. So we're going to study in chapter 9 movement of factors of production as substitute to movement of goods. Only one chapter. In this case we're going to study movement of capital instead. Will be doing the same job, the same impact, similar to the movement of goods. So that's why movement of capital as substitute to movement of goods, and movement of labor as substitute to movement of goods. So we're gonna be studying this in more detail. So that's about it that I wanna introduce to you. International economics, the trade part, the monetary part, they are all connected to each other and influencing one another. So thank you for watching.